Flying cars just took off. No license needed, and one of them costs less than a used bike. Under FAA Part 103, you can legally fly without a license, and these cheapest eVTOLs prove personal flight is finally real. eVTOLs, short for Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing aircraft, are basically flying machines that lift straight up like drones instead of needing a runway. For years, they felt like something stuck in prototypes, always coming soon, always just out of reach. But now that's changing fast. Companies aren't just testing anymore. They're actually building, selling, and delivering these things. And the biggest surprise? The price. Compared to traditional aircraft that can easily cost millions, some of these are dropping into the range of regular luxury cars. And in one case, way below that. Now here's where it gets interesting. In the United States, FAA Part 103 allows certain ultralight aircraft to be flown without a pilot's license. No long training, no complicated certifications, just basic safety rules, weight limits, and restricted flying areas. That alone changes everything. It means regular people can actually own and fly something like this. No decade-long dream, just a purchase and a bit of training. And once you realize that, the whole idea of personal flight stops feeling crazy. It starts feeling close. Let's start with the cheapest one. And it's honestly insane. 10. Rotor X4. And this is where things get ridiculous, because the cheapest one isn't just affordable. It almost doesn't make sense. The RTOR X4 was revealed at CES 2026, and right away, it grabbed attention for one reason: the price. Built by a Chinese company under kickwheel technology, this single-seat ultralight eVTOL is listed at around $39,900. But here's the part that really hits. You can actually reserve one with just a $5,000 deposit. That's not aviation money. That's used car money. Now look at what you're getting. It's a compact, foldable aircraft with a 4-axis, 8-propeller setup. The arms literally fold down, meaning the whole thing can fit into the back of a pickup truck. You're not parking this at an airport. You're storing it like equipment. Performance-wise, it keeps things simple but functional. Around 20 minutes of flight time, speeds close to 50 miles per hour, and it can carry up to about 220 pounds. Nothing extreme, but enough to make short hops feel real. And safety hasn't been ignored either. It uses a dual battery system designed with redundancy. So if one fails, the other helps bring you down safely. This isn't some luxury flying machine, it's something else entirely. This is the $5,000 entry into flying, and honestly, that changes the game more than anything else on this list. 9. Rotor X Dragon. And just when you think that's the limit, this next one feels like the first real personal flying machine. The Rotor X Dragon is built for people who don't just want to watch flying tech. They want to actually get into it. It's a single-seat ultralight with an 8-rotor multicopter design, giving it that stable, drone-like lift that's surprisingly easy to control. Flight time sits around 20 minutes, with speeds pushing close to 60 miles per hour. It's not built for long trips, it's built for experience, for that feeling of lifting off vertically and hovering in open air. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Dragon is priced between $85,000 and $99,000, and in many cases, it's delivered as a kit. That means you're not just buying a flying machine. You're actually part of building it. That alone adds a different kind of connection to the experience. It also follows FAA Part 103 ultralight rules, meaning in the right conditions, you don't need a traditional pilot's license to fly it. Add in beginner-friendly joystick controls, assisted flight features, and safety systems like a ballistic parachute, and suddenly this feels way more approachable than it should. This isn't just affordable. It's one of the cheapest true personal flying machines you can actually own. And that's a big shift. Wait, you're watching right now but not subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button so we can move on with the video. You did? Okay, cool. Now back to the video. 8. Jetson One. And this is where things start to feel familiar, because you've probably already seen this one flying all over the internet. The Jetson One isn't just another eVTOL, it's easily one of the most famous. The kind that goes viral every time someone posts a clip of it, zipping through trees like something out of a video game. And yeah, it looks exactly like that in real life. It runs on 8 electric motors, giving it stable lift and control, with around 20 minutes of flight time and a top speed of about 63 miles per hour. Nothing extreme on paper, but in the air, it feels completely different. Fast, responsive, and just raw. Now here's the catch. It's priced around $128,000. And it's already sold out. Not just for this year, production slots for 2025 and 2026 are gone. New buyers are looking at deliveries around 2028. That kind of demand tells you everything. And safety hasn't been ignored either. It comes with radar-assisted auto-landing, hover systems, and a ballistic parachute in case things go wrong. This isn't just another aircraft. This is the viral eVTOL everyone wants, and almost no one can get it right now. 7. Air One.
This two-seater is capable of taking 550 pounds of payload with a flight time of up to 1 hour per charge.
But if you're thinking bigger, faster, something that actually feels like a real vehicle in the sky, this one changes the conversation. The AIR-1, built by an Israeli startup, is a full 2-seater eVTOL designed for actual travel, not just quick flights around a field. And right away, the numbers stand out. It uses 8 propellers for vertical takeoff, then transitions into forward flight using its wings. That's where things get serious. A top speed of around 155 miles per hour, a range close to 110 miles, and nearly 1 hour of flight time on a single charge. That's not a toy. That's real movement. And unlike some of the more experimental designs, this one actually looks and feels closer to a car. Just one that lifts off the ground. The starting price sits around $150,000, which, considering the performance, puts it in a very interesting position. You're not just buying an experience, you're buying something that could realistically replace short-distance travel. This is where eVTOLs stop being fun gadgets and start becoming practical machines. One of the fastest and easily one of the most usable on this entire list. 6. Rise Recon. And then there's this one, which looks nothing like a traditional aircraft. And that's exactly the point. The Rise Recon strips everything down to the basics: open-frame design, exposed structure, and a layout that feels more like a giant drone than a vehicle. You sit right in the middle, surrounded by motion. No cabin, no doors, just air and noise. It runs on 6 electric motors, delivering around 20 to 25 minutes of flight time and speeds up to 63 miles per hour. Simple numbers, but the experience is anything but. Priced at around $150,000, it sits in the same range as others. But the difference is how it's meant to be used. This isn't just for fun. It's built for real-world tasks, checking farmland, monitoring property, reaching remote spots quickly without needing roads. And one detail that makes a big difference? Swappable batteries. Instead of waiting around, you just switch packs and go again. This isn't polished. It's not trying to be flashy. But that's what makes it interesting. Because this one isn't just about flying for fun, it's actually useful. 5. Skyfly Axe.
Skyfly ground to Golf Sierra Foxtrot Alpha X-ray, how do you read?
And right here, things start shifting from drone-like machines to something that feels much closer to a real aircraft. The Skyfly Axe doesn't rely only on spinning rotors. It mixes both worlds, a hybrid design with fixed wings and electric propellers. That means it can take off vertically like a helicopter. But once it's moving forward, the wings take over and carry most of the load. And that's where efficiency kicks in. It cruises at around 100 miles per hour, with a range between 100 and 200 miles, depending on configuration. That's a huge jump compared to most eVTOLs that barely touch short distances. You're not just hovering around anymore. You're actually going somewhere. It's built as a 2-seater, so this isn't a solo experience either. You can bring someone along, which instantly makes it feel more like a real vehicle instead of a personal gadget. Pricing sits between $150,000 and $180,000, putting it right in that serious but reachable category. And unlike pure vertical designs, it can also use a short runway when available, adding flexibility. This one doesn't just fly differently, it thinks differently. More efficient, more stable, and honestly way more airplane-like than most on this list. 4. XPeng X2. And now, this is where the idea of a flying car stops sounding like hype and starts looking real. The XPeng X2, built by a Chinese tech company pushing hard into future mobility, feels like it came straight out of a concept video, but it's actually flying. And not just in controlled tests. It's been publicly demonstrated multiple times. It runs on 8 electric motors with a multi-copter setup, giving it smooth vertical takeoff and landing without needing any runway. Flight time sits between 25 and 35 minutes, with speeds reaching around 80 miles per hour. Perfect for short urban trips. But the real twist, it can operate both manually and autonomously. That means you can either fly it yourself or let the system handle navigation entirely. Just set a destination and go. The price is expected to land around $200,000, which puts it right in line with high-end vehicles today. And that's exactly the point. This isn't just an aircraft. It's designed for cities, for traffic problems, for the future of moving people above the ground instead of through it. This is what people imagine when they hear flying car. And for once, it actually fits the idea. 3. Pivotal Helix. And just when everything starts feeling futuristic, this one brings it back to something you can actually own right now. The pivotal Helix is one of the first eVTOLs that's not just in development or waiting on approvals, it's already being delivered. Orders opened in 2024, and real customers have started getting their hands on it. That alone puts it ahead of most on this list. It's a single-seat aircraft, lightweight, and built mainly for recreational flying. Not commuting, not city transport, just pure flying experience. The kind where you take it out over open land and enjoy the freedom of being in the air. And here's the key detail. It complies with FAA Part 103 ultralight rules. That means in the right conditions, you don't need a traditional pilot's license to fly it. That changes everything. No long process, no complicated training barriers. Price-wise, it ranges between $190,000 and $260,000 depending on configuration, which makes it one of the more premium ultralight options, but also one of the most realistic. This isn't a concept. It's not coming soon. It's already here, and that makes it one of the first truly accessible eVTOLs you can actually go out and fly. 2. Doroni H1-X. And now, this is where things start to feel seriously close to the dream people have had for years. The Doroni H1-X isn't trying to be a toy or a weekend flyer. This is a full two-seat eVTOL, designed to behave like a real vehicle you'd actually use. Something you could, in theory, lift off from your driveway and head somewhere without ever touching a road. Performance-wise, it holds its ground. A top speed of around 120 miles per hour, a range between 60 and 100 miles, and roughly 40 minutes of flight time. That's enough for short regional travel, not just hovering around for fun. It's powered by multiple electric motors with ducted fans, giving it vertical takeoff capability while keeping noise lower than traditional helicopters. And safety systems like a ballistic parachute are built in, which matters at this level. The target price sits around $300,000, with deliveries expected around 2028 as production scales and certifications move forward. This one isn't viral, it's not flashy, but it's focused. Because this is probably the closest thing right now to a real flying car you could actually imagine using at home. 1. EHang EH216-S. And here's the part that completely flips the idea of flying. Because in this one, you don't even control it. The EHang EH216-S is a fully autonomous eVTOL. No pilot, no joystick, no learning curve. You just get in, choose your destination, and the aircraft does everything else. That's it. It's built as a two-seater with 16 rotors spread across multiple arms, creating stability through redundancy rather than relying on a single system. If one fails, others compensate. That's a big deal for safety. It cruises at around 80 miles per hour with a flight time of about 25 minutes, making it ideal for short urban trips, tourism, or quick transfers across a city. Pricing ranges between $330,000 and $410,000, depending on the market. But the biggest milestone here isn't the price, it's certification. This aircraft has already received airworthiness approval in China, which means it's not just experimental anymore. It's legally recognized. And that changes everything. Because this isn't about learning to fly, it's about being flown. This is the future of air taxis, and it's already starting to happen. No hype, no sci-fi promises, This is already happening. Flying is slowly becoming something regular people can actually access, not someday, now, and as prices drop, that gap only gets smaller. So the real question is, if you had the chance, would you actually fly one of these yourself?